Okay, the beach edition of the weekend update. When you have a friend in town from Northern California, you take him work from the beach and create this weekend update coming up next. Okay guys, one on the list for the weekend update. Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Let's talk about consumer confidence. Link down below on YouTube and in the weekend update email. CNBC reporting consumer confidence is down 28% from this time last year. Continued fears on inflation, tariffs, these things are building up a lack of confidence, where we're trying to do the opposite for our clients in whether they should make moves in the market or where the economy's heading. We're seeing it in the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ. Here's the good part about that, is that as we see the corrections continue in the Dow and the NASDAQ, we are seeing rates fall. So if you want to take the sweet from the sour, we're seeing corrections in the stock market. Home values still seem to be holding at a positive rate for us, but interest rates are coming down as people are taking their money out of the stocks and going into bonds. The conversations we need to be having with people is the think you can part, because if sentiment overtakes people's desire or a belief in their ability to buy a home or sell a home, they're not going to do it. But if we can show them how, whether or not rates are going up or down, the market has solutions for people to get into a home or sell their home this spring for top dollar. These are charges that are responsibilities upon you and me. Consumer confidence is dropping. That means your communications need to increase about why it's a good time to buy or sell. Getting great deals and finding buyers willing and qualified to buy a home is what the conversation should be about. Okay guys, number 2 on the weekend update list. The first one was about consumer confidence, and if you think you can or you can't, you're right. This one is about the number one constant, and that's change. Change is coming right now via FHFA to special purpose programs for down payment assistance, closing cost assistance, things that are meant to help people get into a home with less money down, which is a lot of the clients you've probably worked with over the last 3, 5, 10 years, or maybe forever if you're in California. Some big changes coming to purpose loan programs, and that's going to mean things like Home Funded, our proprietary crowd-funded down payment assistance program, are going to become potentially more important as we see some of the programs that have been available in the past to help homeowners achieve their dream of ownership become a reality. If you don't know about Home Funded, we are doing weekly webinars to coach you and your teams about how this down payment assistance program is like nothing else and helps people get into their first home. Home Funded, check out my website, links down below. But if there are changes from the government-sponsored enterprises in the way we give assistance to median and low-income home buyers, Home Funded may just be one of the solutions that's going to be more important than it already is. Okay guys, weekend update link before I go to our product spotlight. A paradox in the bond market today, probably caused by the sell-off in the stock market, but we saw the inflation, the PCE numbers that everybody was waiting for regarding inflation come in slightly higher or hotter than anticipated at 2.8%. Now, that is a trigger number, much like employment data. Inflation, employment, that's the Federal Reserve's mandate, is to kind of control both of those scenarios. And we saw inflation continue to not only be sticky, but come in a little bit hotter than what we anticipated. Thankfully, some of this correction we're seeing in the stock market is what's creating rates that are paradoxically, did I say that right? Lower today than they were yesterday or any other time this week. So, as I've mentioned in the previous videos, stock market, not a sell-off, really not good for most people's confidence or their portfolio, but it is helping in interest rates. Seeing an inflation number that was slightly higher than expected is not something that would generally coincide with the improvement in interest rates. It's happening. Let's take that, communicate to our buyers that rates are dropping a little bit. If that's what you've been waiting for, let's take a look at your options today. Okay guys, time for product spotlight. This is just something you should be talking about with your clients. Todd Duncan said, if you want to have clients for life, you have to speak to them throughout their lifetime. Well, let me talk to you about the opposite of that. That's trigger leads, and when lenders, because of a credit pull, are calling your client minute after minute after minute after minute because of a credit pull. 20 calls on my friend's phone from 8 o'clock this morning till noon on Friday, all soliciting what they think is a potential opportunity to refinance him because a credit pull was initiated, which was not even the reason for the credit pull, but because until this later this morning, he was not on the do not call registry, which I'm gonna drop the link down below. It took, Tyler, how many minutes? 2 minutes?
Yes.
2 minutes to register for the do not call list, and in a matter of about 24 hours, he's gonna stop getting 50 calls every 24 hours. Guys, the do not call registry is important because if your clients are making financial decisions, in large part that have something to do with you in case it is about a potential purchase or refinance, you do not want 50 strangers from all around the world, not even the country, calling your clients. Help them protect their information. Link and video down below of how they can go to the do not call registry site, and in 2 minutes, eliminate 200 calls a day to your client, some complete stranger that bought their information. Help protect your clients. Do not call registry, links below.